need some competition out here. Come on.
If you're interested in promoting your brand, business, or talent on the first 15 to 30 seconds before each video, email me right now at advertise@hiphopun.com. That's advertise@hiphopun.com. We got some special rates right now. Do not wait. All right, recently we broke the news here on Hip Hop News Uncensored that the state has formally shut down Dr. Umar Johnson's donations for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Now, we talked about certain platforms being the Breakfast Club, Nick Cannon, and other platforms that refuse to call out Dr. Umar Johnson. Well, it appears that Charlamagne the God actually drew a line in the sand when it comes to his support for Umar Johnson. Now, before I get to what Charlamagne did, right, I'm going to play a video from a certified accountant, JT Pocket Watching. Everybody go check his channel out. When we had him on and we asked him what's going on with the donation status and the tax status for Dr. Umar Johnson's school. Stick around. Right after that, I'll be back so you guys can hear what Charlamagne the God said. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So most of my content comes to me through viewer suggestions, and they wanted me to take a look into Umar Johnson and his issue with this school, that he's been raising funds for this school for multiple years. Yeah. Well, you know, my background as an accountant, I've represented nonprofit organizations before the IRS several times, right? I said, just give me a minute. Let me take a look at this organization before you write that check. So this is just the due diligence that I would do anybody in this space. So what I ended up doing, I just went to the IRS website and I pulled all the nonprofit tax returns that Dr. Umar's organization has given to the IRS. And what I discovered was two main things. Point number one, he never filed a tax return in the early stages of his organization, all the way to the point that the IRS revoked his 501c3 status. Right. The second thing that I discovered is now that he has this new organization and he realized what happened to the first, he decided, I guess, it's time for me to give the IRS the financial information that they want, so I don't get this second organization yanked like the first one. So when I pulled the tax returns, I discovered something that honestly would be alarming. When I pulled the tax returns, I discovered that he reported that for tax year 2019 and tax year 2020, he received no donations for 2 straight years. Now, there's plenty of evidence of himself on video showing people all the donations and gifts that he received over that same time span. But when he reported the numbers to the IRS, he said he received absolutely nothing over 2 years. Yeah, what would happen is there's a conflict. So in accounting, there is what we refer to as the matching principle, right? So if I am going to give a nonprofit organization a donation, right? Let's say I give them a donation of $5,000. Well, then the IRS would expect to see from that nonprofit organization that they are reporting that they received $5,000, right? It seems kind of simple. So if I'm telling the IRS I gave Dr. Umar's organization a $10,000 donation, but Dr. Umar's organization said we didn't get anything, you might get audited, right?
And be sure to go check out Pocket Watching with JT. I'll leave the link at the top line of the description. He's a certified accountant, and he knows what he's talking about. We had him on a few months ago to actually break this situation down, and trust me, he's thorough in everything that he says. So let's point at Charlamagne now, right? So Charlamagne the God pushed this video up on his Instagram earlier today. I'm going to play a little bit of it, and then I'm going to go in. Let's go.
Danielle, when are we going to have a Garvey baby? Lord have mercy, Sister Danielle. You must not have heard me. Sister Danielle wants to have a Garveyite baby with King Kongalicious. Sister Danielle, And she fine too. Look at them eyes. Sister.
It would appear like Charlamagne clearly draws his line in the sand and says, look, I'm going to ignore everything that's going on. I'm going to promote Dr. Umar Johnson regardless of what you people say. Cool. We got you. Salute you on that, right? But let's talk about what Pocket Watcher with JT broke down, right? Because I explained it the other day, but you have to hear it from the horse's mouth. Some people do, right? He just told you that when he did his research into the tax, status of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, right? First of all, the people who, were giving the donations earlier on would not have been able to write that off, or it would have been a conflict of interest because there would have been, them reporting one thing, him reporting one thing, right? So he switches up, he gets the new nonprofit, he gets the new, switches up the name slightly. Okay, cool, right? No harm, no foul. You had to do what you had to do. He comes out, right, and reports for 19 and 20 that he didn't get no donations despite videos of him saying that he got donations. All right, we can sweep that under the rug, right? So anybody, right, who wants to now give this man money, right, whether it be reputable businesses, and mind you, Drake, right? Drake just gave LeBron James school $1 million, right? I bet you Drake could write that off with no problem, right? I bet you LeBron is going to report that he got $1 million, right? But that's another story, right? Just that and the LeBron, we get to that later, right? So the people, the hardworking businessmen, the hardworking single mothers, the hardworking brothers out there that want to say, okay, I want to help this cause. It's been, 11 years, 10 years, 5, whatever. We can concede to whatever. Let's just say 5. I want to give my money to this, to this school. I want to see black boys get a school and beat this system, right? Under the tutelage and the leadership of Dr. Umar Johnson, right? But when I give this donation, there's a chance that I could be audited because the person that's sitting on the board, the person that has the nonprofit, the school, won't even report accurately what I gave. Now, it was only 1 or 2 reasons, or maybe a few reasons why somebody would do this, Only reason I could think of is like, okay, why wouldn't you not want to report? Because you ain't got to pay no taxes on the money, right? If you're a nonprofit, right? It's free and clear. So why not because all the government wants, you can run a nonprofit, anybody can do it. All they want is the books to be open, not only to them, but to the public. Because you're standing in the gap, feed the children, March of Dimes, Girl Scout, whatever the case may be, you're standing in a gap and saying, okay, I'm taking this money to give to the needy. I'm taking this money to build the school for black boys, right? So the least you could do is be transparent. There's been no transparency since this thing started. That's my main issue, right? We should be able to go. Now, a perfect example is Q Butter. We had him on. Nonprofit, we should be able to go to a website and say, okay, Q Butter bought this in. Okay, this is what they did with this. They bought supplies, computers, boom, boom, boom. The staff gets this. See, the part about it is that you can pay yourself. You can have salaries that come out of that. But greed consumes a lot of people. Wanting to control things consumes a lot of people. You can pay yourself, but you can't take it all. Transparency is the biggest thing. This is what's required because the reason it's required because too many people came in the name of pastors, came in the name of leaders. Good for the people, but they stole the money for themselves and bought lavish things instead of doing it, putting the money to where it was supposed to go. So that's the issue here. That's the issue, right? So anybody standing behind that or covering up or promoting that right now needs to be put on the damn chopping block, bro. Period. You can't sit back and act like you don't know it because if you don't know it, your team of researchers know it. Researchers know it. Just because someone your friend, okay, maybe you don't out them. I give you that. But don't continue to promote them. That's the issue here. It's no hate. I'm a supporter of both. I've been a supporter of Dr. Umar Johnson for a long time. I showed you guys the picture of the last video. But at the end of the day, the effery has to be called out. But I'm going to fall back, man. I ain't going to give y'all no more right here. I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section about this video, man. Make sure you guys share the video. Make sure you guys smash the like button. And make sure you guys go follow my man Pocket Watching at JT. His channel is blowing up. He has a lot of great information over there. He breaks a lot of topics down like this. That's the issue. So we take our money and give to this organization, and now we get audited, right? Because he's lying and not telling them what he got. Nah, I'm not putting my money into unfertile land like that. I'm not doing it. You can't give your money to this dude and then he go off and he's buying himself this and that. It's not going to where it's supposed to go, man. So with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna fall back, man. No hate. Even if my voice might be coming off, like I'm not angry. I'm more so just frustrated and disappointed. I'm disappointed in this whole situation because I wanted to see the school, and I promise you, I could have put 10, 15, 20 bands into this. I know other business owners that could have put 10, 15, 20 bands into this, right? But while we put it into it, if one, the tax thing is one thing, we won't be able to get benefit on our tax. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, whatever, right? We burn money all the time. But two, it ain't going to the boys. So I'm about to take my money to somebody like a Q Butter or, another school. You know what I mean? Where Lord Jamar's, I think his godfather or his father school. Stuff that's got a proven track record of doing what they say. See, you got to be a man. All you got is your word. If you're not going to be a man of your word, then we can't trust you. Hit the like button, man. Hey, man, share this video. You already know I came with the fire on this one. Share the video. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys get this thing out to the stratosphere. It's late. I don't care what time you're watching it. Hit the like button. Share the video on Facebook or Twitter. And make sure you guys are subscribed to Hip Hop News Uncensored. Nobody's giving it up like this. They scared of their, they might get this and they might get that or get black. But I don't give a damn about none of that. Independent over here, right? And if I could do other things. I got my hand in other pots. I'm a businessman at the end of the day, right? Let's get it, man. It's your boy Oga, man. Hip Hop News Uncensored. Over and out. Peace.